Hey, y'all, you got Doug Gore, Dougie Doo here with Cajun Soft Wash. Hey, the question that was asked today is, what do you do that makes you better or different than your competition, than your local competition? Okay? So, I think that's a super awesome question, and I think it's something that you should think about. The only problem with that question is, what is it that your competition does? You have to know what it is that your competition does. Have you ever worked for your competition? Have you ever sat there and watched them for a week-long basis every day on what it is they do? So I don't think you can factually say what they do and what they don't do. I know a lot of contractors, when they're asked something like that, whether it's this business or any other business, one of the biggest things people say is, well, we have insurance. Okay, I've been over this a dozen times where that's great, but you don't know whether or not the competition actually does or does not carry insurance most of the time. You don't know whether they pay cash under the table, even though that you may have heard that. You don't know if they squeegee ceilings. You don't know if they tape things off. So it's better to know what your company does, okay? Not necessarily what you do different or what you do better, but what is it that your company does? Sell the value of your company, right? Okay. So if I were asked that question, here's kind of how I would answer it. I would say, well, I don't know exactly what my competition does, so I can't really say what it is that we do differently or better. I mean, better, I feel like, yeah, we are the best company out there because we do things a certain way. We're very structured and strict in the way that we do it to make sure that we provide you the best service that we possibly can. It's the little things sometimes, like we go ahead and we'll squeegee ceilings off to make sure there's no little water droplets left over. See, the water droplets that are left there, sometimes people say, oh yeah, it's just water, but it's not. Inside that water are little debris particles, and when it dries, you've got all these spots over your ceiling. So we go ahead and we wipe that down. We'll go ahead and we'll tape off all your little electrical receptacles to make sure water doesn't get inside of them. Though sometimes it still happens, we try to do our best to make sure that it doesn't happen. We cover and protect the plants that mean so much to you. And another thing that we might do is, like, for example, you've got that patio furniture sitting there. We're going to go ahead and take that patio furniture away we're going to carry it out of the way, or we're going to go ahead and clean it depending on what you'd like. Okay? So you go into what it is that your company does, and you should know the little things that your company does. Okay? That's what's going to be better and different. Don't get into talking bad about your competition or stating that they do this and we do that when factually you probably don't know exactly what it is that they do. They may not have done something before, and then somebody told them, well, yeah, but the other guy said he does this. He cleans off the ceiling fans. So do you clean the ceiling fans? And then he might say, well, sure, we clean ceiling fans. And now he starts cleaning ceiling fans because you clean ceiling fans. So you don't know what your competition does. We charge a premium price. We do a premium service. The other thing actually that I bring up quite often is that when we're sitting there and we're in the sales process and all that, a lot of times people will ask, how long is this going to take? And we are generally saying, we're going to be here all day. Okay, we're going to show up about 8 o'clock in the morning, in which we're very firm on that. And, we'll be done probably 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock later that day, depending obviously on what we're doing. And they're usually like, wow, it's going to take you that long? Yeah, we just don't cut corners. And those are the things that I say, okay? And I think that's what sets me apart. That's what makes me different. I don't know if my competition says that or not, but that's what I say. Anyhow, I hope that that's helped. Learn what it is that you and your company does. Don't worry about your competitors. Provide the best service you possibly can every single time. Make the value for your client the best value they can possibly get. Make sure you're explaining that you are the best value and why you're the best value in what you do. Believe in yourself. Believe in your company. Believe in your employees. That's where you're better and you're different. Hey, I appreciate y'all for listening to me. Dougie Doo out.